Hello everybody, and welcome to your 2020 Eclipses Tarot reading. This tarot reading is going to be a general overall view of all the eclipses that are taking place in 2020, how they will impact us in a general sense, what it means for us, spiritually in our life, all of those things. And I will do a personal for each zodiac eclipse reading as they come up throughout the year, but this is just to give you a heads up so that you understand the eclipses, how you can navigate them, utilize them to your benefit. I have left a link for the astronomical calendar for the moon and all the eclipses for 2020, so you can check that out personally for yourself. I've also left a couple of links of articles about the spiritual meaning around eclipses if you are interested in that, and I will also leave timestamps for each eclipse that takes place throughout the year in case you want to revisit this video at different points, so you don't have to just fuss through it. And lastly, all the notes about the eclipses I will leave in the top pinned comment below. So, to begin, we have 6 eclipses going on in 2020, and we have not had that many since 2011. 2020 is also a leap year, a year of accelerated growth. We have one extra day in February, which is the 29th. 29 reduces down to a 2. 2020 is all about second chances in many different areas of your life, as well as things finally coming together. Truths exposed, big changes, rapid growth, and wonderful breakthroughs are in store for 2020. The eclipses will affect everyone, but will be especially strong for Gemini, Cancer, Sagittarius, and Capricorn moons, as well as Cancer and Sagittarius suns. So those are where the eclipses are happening in those signs, the lunar and the solar. We have 4 lunar eclipses and 2 solar eclipses, 1 total solar eclipse at the end of the year in Sagittarius. So Sagittarius suns and moons, hold on tight, because this is a year for you. You guys can utilize these eclipses to your benefit deeply and greatly, so just keep that in mind. All right, the first eclipse that we have comes with the Cancer full moon on January 10th, and it is connected to the new moon eclipse that happened on July 2nd, or I'm sorry, it's July 2nd of 2019. So what was going on in your life last July in 2019? What were you thinking about? What were you trying to change for yourself? What were you dreaming of? What changes were taking place back then? Because this full moon on the 10th of January with that lunar eclipse is going to be the completion of that energy in some capacity. Also, deep truths from the soul coming to the surface. So let's pull some cards and get more insight about this eclipse and full moon, and we're going to see which archangel is going to join us and assist us and help us navigate this full moon eclipse energy, and the manifestation, the completion that comes with this full moon energy attached to last July will be different for everybody, and that's why I'll be doing personal zodiac readings for that specific information. All right. So with this lunar eclipse in January, we have Samuel coming through and genius. So this is definitely about ideas coming to you, but the Cancer full moon is connected. Okay. This brings manifestation, fulfillment, or completion. Cancer is 4th house energy, which is home, family, nurturing, connection, and roots. So aside from last July, many of you will be experiencing this, as 4th house energy, family, living situation, and it could also be clearing some karma. And if that's the case with this full moon, there's going to be such a release for you. But the archangel that is working with us and helping us with this is Archangel Samuel. So if you are, feeling challenged, unsure, you need some confirmation, call upon this archangel right here with this particular eclipse, and he will come in strong and help you out. And I didn't say this, so I'll do this now. I'm going to do one final shuffle of all the cards. I'm just going to do it one time. Since we have 6 different eclipses to look at, I don't want to shuffle the cards 6 different times. So just so you can see the shuffle and that it's authentic. And I've set my intention to spirit to, you know, have 6 cards in a row that match the eclipses as we go along. So let's look at, you know, the spiritual energy that comes with this first eclipse in January. And again, this is the shuffle for all of them. So I'll just pull it and then set it down and pull the card for this. Ooh, believe in yourself and follow your dreams. Archangel Samuel wanting to come in with this lunar eclipse energy with January, the Cancer full moon. I feel for most of us, this has to do with like karma, resolution, completion, karmic contract, completion, just the way this is paired up right here. And again, it's general, so it will affect everybody differently, but that's the main focus I'm going to have for this reading, since that's what I'm feeling the strongest. And just really think back to last July. What was going on then? What were you thinking about? What were you struggling with? What started then? Because the completion of that may be now something you started then, the completion, which is a manifestation leading you into a new beginning, or you've been working on something hard. Now you finally get the manifestation. You've been going through a lot of soul lessons, life lessons, and now the clarity comes in and you feel relieved and you move forward so freely. All right, it's definitely attached to last July, and this Archangel Samuel is coming in to help us all out to understand what it means for each and every one of us personally. But he wants you to believe in yourself and believe in your dreams. And some of you, you've been working on a dream since last July, and this full moon lunar eclipse in January is bringing some manifestation to all of your hard work. All right, let's pull another card and gain more insight. And I'm sorry if I'm a little choppy in these readings, doing the astrology forecast, lunar forecast, and the solar eclipse. This is a newer style of reading for me. Okay, so we have dance your troubles away. So Archangel Samuel is saying this is a good eclipse for most of us. Now, eclipses can be crazy, hard, painful, abrupt endings, painful truths just flying at you. But Archangel Samuel is saying that that stuff is what's coming to an end with this eclipse for most of us, all right? It's all about, you know, this weight being lifted off, a lot of karma resolved, so it allows a free flow to move forward in more optimism, hope, positivity. And it's like there's some blessing around this full moon as well with the eclipse, and it could be, the blessing could just be profound insight that comes to you that you needed, and it sets you free. Others of you, it could be resources, abundance, a door finally opens for you with this dream you've been reaching for and striving for. All right, but this is a positive eclipse as far as this reading is concerned so far. So let's pull a tarot card. Nice, yeah, yes, and we got some home energy coming through because we have the Four of Moths, which would be the Four of Wands in the standard tarot deck. So this is all about stability and happiness and, you know, things coming together, a really solid foundation for you guys. And some of you, you know, because this is 4th house energy, this could be around a living situation where it's finally going to improve for you. You know, moving into your own place, moving into a better place, buying or selling a house, something along those lines, you know, could also come through with this Four of Wands. But ultimately, this looks like a very positive eclipse for all of us. And I was a little nervous to do these eclipses because sometimes they can be really heavy and intense. And, you know, for those of you where you might feel it that way, where things are abruptly ending, through this manifestation of the full moon energy, trust that it's for your highest good and leading you to better, because everything that came out for this reading is very positive. So anything that's happening that feels negative, different changes, it's ultimately leading you to better. So trust the process. Call upon Archangel Samuel to help you through the process. All right, let's pull some advice. Proud. Be proud of who you are, where you've been, and where you're going. Believe in those dreams. Reach for them. Let nothing hold you back. Call upon Archangel Samuel to make you stronger and give you courage, emotional strength, mental strength, whatever it is you need. He will be there to help you out. All right. So the next eclipse we have doesn't take place until June. So January's eclipse is a big deal, and that energy is playing out for a while. So on June 5th, we have a full moon in Sagittarius. And this is going to be another lunar eclipse, and it's connected to the new moon in Sagittarius that took place on November 26, 2019. So think back to, around Thanksgiving time, 2019. What were you doing? What were you thinking about? What were you hoping for? What were you trying to achieve for yourself, especially at a spiritual level? Because with this, Sagittarius is ninth house energy, higher learning, higher spirituality, deep healing, and soul expression. So the energy's coming through with this full moon eclipse in Sagittarius at the start of June is about, the healing of our soul, Chiron, the wounded healer, the representation of Sagittarius. So that energy's coming in, deep healing at the soul, higher understanding spiritually. Some of you are going to decide to advance yourself in some way to expand your knowledge or education. Others of you, this will be much more of a spiritual journey. But this full moon lunar eclipse in June feels very spiritual to me and bringing us the healing that each and every one of us needs. And each of us needs different healing, So what you get, what I get, what your next door neighbor gets, it's all going to be different. So let's pull the next card to see which archangel is going to join us for this Sagittarius full moon lunar eclipse. And we have Archangel Samuel again. So he's going to be a strong and predominant archangel with these eclipses, just being the first archangel out for the first two. And look at what we have here. What he's trying to bring forth is reconciliation. So this Sagittarius full moon is a little bit different in the aspect of the healing and what healing is being brought forth in here. I'm going to try to make sure none of the cards are glaring too badly, because I know how annoying that could be. Okay. So reconciliation. Now, the obvious is some of you, there are friendships, family ships, and maybe even romantic situations that you're going to reconcile and continue on some sort of relationship. And those romantic situations, some of you, it could be a reconciliation for a friendship moving forward, okay? Or it can be a reconciliation of the actual romantic connection. There's of you, this is a family situation that's been really tense and heavy and challenged. Others of you, it's a close friend and it hurts your heart, just whatever went down. Others of you, this reconciliation is a reconciliation of returning home to yourself, to choosing yourself, realizing your worth, realizing your value, choosing to love yourself, honor yourself, value yourself as much as you do others. So this energy will play out a bit differently. What this reconciliation is about for each and every one of us. But this, full moon lunar in June is all about that, a reconciliation of some kind, and Archangel Samuel coming in strong to help each and every one of us out with that, again. So let's pull the next card for the power angels, and we have the Midas star. Luck is on your side. Let the magic happen. That's so beautiful. Yes. Let the magic happen. Let the universe reunite two souls that are meant to, you know, walk this life journey together. Again, whether friend, family member, or romance. Let the universe reunite it what is meant to be, because what's meant to be is meant to be. And don't try to think about it. I mean, if you're like, well, who is this person? Because, you know, we all lose touch with certain people. It doesn't even have to be that this is like you guys had a bad falling out. It could just be time took you away from each other. Life happens, and now time brings you back together. And this is blessed, and this is meant to be. So Archangel Samuel is like, don't fight it. Just allow it to happen. Put it out to Archangel Samuel. Any relationships in my life that have the viability to be healed and restored to where it's supportive and in the highest good of, you know, the other person and myself, bring those back into my life. I want to heal. I want to forgive. I want to release. I want to be close. I want to bond. Put that out to Archangel Samuel. He will come in. He will help you with that. All right, next card. Oh, look at that. Your goal is within reach. Beautiful. So he is saying that, you know, the magic of the angels can heal wounds that run deeper, you know, than the ocean, longer than the Nile. Let the angels come in, pray, reach out. You know, the healing prayer, the Hawaiian healing prayer, and I know it has a H name that's long, but I cannot pronounce it, and I don't want to dishonor it, so I'll call it the Hawaiian prayer. And, you know, you put it out there to spirit, and it doesn't matter who was wrong in the situation. When you desire healing, you just put it out to spirit, and you project your thoughts and your heart and your energy to that person. And, you know, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. And you just repeat that, you chant that, you put that out in such a high vibration of love. Something's going to return. You're either going to be fully healed from the pain inside, or you and that person are going to come together. And if they're the one that was wrong and really hurt you, it's going to be in their heart. The angels are going to put it in their heart to apologize, to own up to it, but only if that individual is open to that. If they're not open to that, then the angels are going to bring that healing into your heart, so that you aren't walking around with that heaviness, those shackles, those chains of heartache and pain that, you know, you do not deserve, that there is no coming back from with that specific person. The angels will free you, but you've got to be open, and you've got to put yourself out there, you know. And again, it doesn't matter who is right or wrong. If you really want to heal with somebody, open your heart to the angels, especially Archangel Samuel. Say that prayer and just watch what happens. All right, the tarot card we have here is the Ten of Moths. It's time for the distance, the disconnection, the heaviness, the missing, all of that to end. And coming out as the Ten of Moths, all of you where, you know, the specific relationship this is connected to, you guys have been learning a lot of spiritual lessons and evolution just through everything you've been through, and it's been quite the journey with the Ten of Moths coming through. And look at that, you've got wands on both sides. Wands is the action, wands is the spiritual energy, you know. Ninth house energy, Sagittarius is fire, is that wands energy, is that spirit. It's definitely time to heal and reconcile. All right, advice: teach. You have a wonderful gift for working with others. Have you considered teaching? Ooh, you know, that could mean exactly what it says, but just in the context of this message, this person that you are meant to reconcile with, or if there's multiple, you have taught them, they have taught you, just as we picked up in this Ten of Wands. So wow, that was pretty awesome and deep. So that is the full moon on January, on June 5th in Sagittarius lunar eclipse. So we will move on to the next eclipse, which is going to be on June 21st, so just a couple weeks later. And this is a new moon eclipse, and this is a solar annular eclipse. So it's where there's a ring of fire around the moon, like the sun is, the moon, just the position of them, the moon, it looks smaller, so there's a ring of fire, so it's purification time. All right, so the new moon in Cancer's solar annular eclipse is connected to the Cancer full moon on December 30th, 2020, which brings a new beginning after an abrupt ending or moving to the next level. Full manifestation during the 12/30/2020 Cancer full moon. Cancer is fourth house energy, which is home, family, nurturing, connections, and roots. So interesting. We have two Cancer full moons this year, and we have two Cancer full moon eclipses and a Cancer new moon eclipse. So holy guacamole right there. Let me make sure I'm reading that right. Yeah, Cancer, full moon Cancer, full moon Sag, new moon Cancer, and then yeah, we have the next full moon in Cancer on 12/30/2020. Whoa! Cancer's suns and moons. Hold on tight, my friends. This is your year to make major breakthroughs and strides, and the energy's there. The energy's there, and the things that you've been asking for but have refused to budge or move or make a change on, the universe might come in and shake it up. This is the truth for all of us, every one of us, but Cancers, my goodness, is so strong for you, ready to just change your whole world, Cancer. So this new moon solar annular eclipse happening on the 21st of June, this is the time to sow energy of intention and work towards it for the rest of the year, because you will come for that manifestation, on the 30th of the 30th of December, which is the final full moon of 2020, okay? And there's no eclipse attached to that particular moon. That's what was throwing me, because I'm like, no, the last crazy eclipse is Sagittarius. There's no eclipse attached to this full moon that in Cancer that takes place on December 30th. So the eclipse, I'm sorry if I said that a moment ago, I was confused. So the eclipse, in January, which is attached to a previous eclipse in 2019, and then we have this new moon in Cancer eclipse in June, and then the full moon in Cancer again on the 30th. So this new moon eclipse, solar annular, happening in June, this is a whole new set of energy. It's not attached to this Cancer completion that we are having in January. This is a new energy, fourth house energy, where you sow your intentions for family, for home, for connection, for clearing and resolving karma, really digging deep into the depth of your soul and asking Spirit, what do I need to do? What do I need to purge? What is the best thing for me? And Spirit will bring it in, and we sow those intentions, those energetic seeds, and then start taking the steps towards it. And then by, the end of the year, because we have that new moon in Sagittarius total solar eclipse at I think it's towards the beginning of December, and then at the end of December we have this Cancer full moon. Whew, that is going to be a hot number to end the year, a major manifestation. I'm telling you guys, this is the year to really push towards your dreams, your goals, achievement, change, ambition, all of it. The energy is there. And it's also all about second chances, which, hello, right there with that eclipse, that's perfect. But it's not just about relationships. It's about, things you've tried, but it maybe didn't work out. And maybe it didn't work out because it wasn't the right time, or maybe you needed to change things, and now the energy, the epiphanies with all of these eclipses and everything that's shifting and changing, now is the time, or you're finally understanding, or you've received what you needed to know, or the experience that you needed to gain to execute. So it's all about second chances at so many different things. So let's see which archangel is joining us for this annular solar eclipse in Cancer, June 21st. And we have, Zadkiel. And I say it like that because I know it's like Zadkiel, but I don't like saying kill, and I know I could say Kael, so that's why I'm saying that. For those of you who get on me about stuff like this, I understand. I'm just saying it because it just sounds better to me to say it as Zadkiel. So I'm sorry if that offends you. Acceptance. Interesting message as I say that. So Archangel Zadkiel is coming in to help us, sow these seeds. And with acceptance, this very well could mean that there are going to be some things that abruptly shift with this particular eclipse, and we might not be super excited about those things that are shifting, but this archangel is like, listen, trust the process, because what you really want, like, there's certain things that have to purge. And so I feel this this annular eclipse, solar annular eclipse that takes place on June 21st in Cancer, new moon energy, is to let go of what doesn't need to be anymore, what holds us back, what holds us down, deceptions, dishonesty, shadows, darkness that doesn't belong going forward, or that will prevent, a certain level of achievement, will prevent you from reaching your full potential. So this particular eclipse feels a little bit more heavy and sticky for us than these two have been. So let's pull the next card. And we have a team spirit, and it says, work together as a team. Cooperation, enthusiasm, loyalty, and kindness will ensure a successful outcome. So this, you see all these angels. This is more like the angels are saying, do not lose heart, like, no matter what, because we are with you. We are guiding you. This is all part of the plan, everything that's shifting and going down. And I don't feel like this is like super tragic where your life is falling apart around you. There just may be some things that come to light, or different changes that must be made that you're not super excited about, but it needs to happen, and your spiritual team is guiding you and is going to be giving you forewarning and confirmation and synchronicity leading up to all of this. And then this eclipse is the time for all of that to go down and to take place. But they're very much with you, your spiritual team, as well as the archangels. Next out is you are the oracle. I love it. Yeah, see, it's everything that's holding you back. You've got to just trust your intuition, because your spiritual team is going to be giving you insights of the changes that are about to take place, or need to take place, or things that are hidden that you need to know about. Like, trust your intuition, because they're speaking to you and they're confirming that right there. All right, so let's pull the tarot card. Make sure I get that so it doesn't glare too bad. All right. So we have the King of Beetles, which would be the King of Pentacles in a standard tarot deck. Yeah, you're being aligned and leveraged for your highest good, for whatever you're working for. And these dreams and these seeds of intention to sow with this new moon will have success if you follow that energy stream all the way through to the end. The full moon in Cancer on the 30th of December 2020 is like the full manifestation. Now, it doesn't mean nothing's coming and happening between, June 21st and the end of the year. It's just by the end of the year is the full manifestation. There's many full moons between them, between this new moon in Cancer in June and then the full moon in Cancer at the end of the year. There's other full moons. Every full moon brings a manifestation, and when we're having a full moon, look to see when the new moon of that sign was previously, and what's manifesting is usually going to be something attached to that time frame. So this is letting you know your dreams, your goals, ambitions, changes, you will have success if you follow that energy all the way through. Okay, so let's pull the advice for this And we have positive, enjoy the positive time, smile, know that everything is going well. So this is really like, keep your eye on the prize, focus on the positive. Everything that's shifting and changing, coming to light with this eclipse is for your highest good. And, you know, giving you a strong direction of the seeds of intention for you to sow for yourself personally. All right, so let's move on to the next eclipse, which is taking place. Man, we are hit with eclipses in the middle of the year because we have June 5th, June 21st, and then we have another lunar eclipse on July 5th, 2020. And this is the full moon in Capricorn, which is connected to the 12/26/2019 new moon solar annular eclipse that we had. And this particular full moon is going to bring forth some kind of manifestation, fulfillment, or completion that's attached to that new moon energy back from December 2019. Capricorn is 10th house energy, achievements, status, career path, growth, and discipline. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, so this could also be about some karmic balancing resolution, and you know, different disciplines, self-discipline, changes in lifestyle, habit, all of that that need to come into play are going to be very much brought, you know, to light within you through the eclipse energy. But also, this being a full moon, it's about a manifestation. So again, what was going on for you around the end of December, especially in regards to like your career or achievement, like a big achievement of some kind? What have you been working towards? Because, you know, by July, that's when the full manifestation of that energy should come into play, or the completion of it. And again, there's been other full moons between the new moon last December and then this full moon in Capricorn in July. So things are manifesting, but it's like the full completion comes with that July Capricorn full moon lunar eclipse. So let's see which archangel is helping us out. So we have Raziel and Enigma. So something that's been a big mystery, really hanging you up, is finally going to come to light. You're going to understand, you're going to receive the solution, you're going to know what to do. But also, some of you with this eclipse energy, you may come into some major achievement, like you do something so unique and different, or you figure something out that nobody else could. Some really deep insight and information coming to you to like advance you, like reach your achievement, and also around career. So this is interesting, the mystery coming to light, but also energy around career. So let's pull another card. Perfect timing. Divine timing, ordinated by the angels, is never too late or never too early. Ooh, that's actually pretty exciting. That card attached to this. So, you know, this full moon in Capricorn feels more of a reward, big time manifestation for everybody. Again, you know, the way these eclipses affect us is different if we have not been following the signs and synchronicity, the lessons set forth by Saturn for us. We may experience this eclipse in a way that we do not appreciate, but I say for the majority, this is a positive thing where you have been naturally following the plan set forth in front of you by Saturn, you know, working through the karma, resolving, climbing the ladder, evolving, learning, growing. And now with this full moon, it's time for the reward of that. So let's pull another card. Divine union. Yes, it is time for the reward of that. It is. And, you know, with this divine union, because I'm not picking up romance whatsoever, I feel this is where somebody really is appreciating you, recognizing you within your current workplace, or, you know, in some capacity. And it's like, I want you to join my team, or I want you to be a head of a team. I want to like promote you to manager, or head of a department, or head of a project. It's like some sort of joining for you, a second chance maybe, like maybe you've applied for a certain position in the past and it didn't happen, but now the divine timing, like now is the time for that. So what you've been held back from previously, you weren't ready for it, or the timing wasn't right, and now the joining of energies is coming together on your behalf. So it's time for that achievement, that advancement, that next level. The timing is perfect, and this eclipse energy gives you everything you need. All right, let's pull a tarot card. Temperance. Yeah, the balance within, tempering the emotions. But you know, to me, it's because of what's coming to you. It just is that natural restoration of harmony within, because you feel accomplished, you feel rewarded, you feel recognized, and it feels good, and it creates beautiful balance and harmony within. Okay, let's pull in advice. Look at that career. Yep. It's time to add extra energy to your career area. Maybe try something new. Ooh. If you want to go down a new career path, do not be afraid to do so. All right, the time is now. Perfect divine timing attached, you know, to this full moon. And, you know, if you've been working towards a career change, use these eclipses to help navigate that for you. And, you know, work with the archangels. They will give you so much guidance and clarity and confirmation, and help you know which path to go down, which unfamiliar territory to step into, help you discover undiscovered talents within yourself. All right, it's just this eclipse in the beginning of July is all around career, and it's the reward, the completion, working really hard, and the payoff of that. And then also, you know, if you want to make a change, utilize the eclipse energy to switch your career in a different direction. So that's powerful. Okay, so we're moving on to the last two eclipses of the year. We don't have another eclipse until November 30th, and it's a full moon in Gemini, and it's a lunar eclipse, and it is connected to the May 22nd, 2020 new moon. And this full moon, like all the others, is bringing forth a manifestation, completion, or fulfillment. Gemini is third house energy, the lower denomination of ninth house energy. Third house energy is about learning, innovation, communication, brainstorming, and thinking logically rather than emotionally. So, you know, even though this is a full moon, this particular full moon may really lead you in a new path, a new belief, a new understanding, new perception about a person, a situation, yourself, your life, etc. So this particular eclipse feels very eye-opening for all of us. Just what I'm picking up the vibes of it before we even pull cards is very eye-opening for us, and you know, making us aware of the things that we need to learn more about, evolve into, become better at, to become a better polished individual, more well-rounded individual. It feels a lot around self-improvement. But also, you know, with that third house energy, it's communications, conversations that may be long overdue, and it's time for certain things to be said and understood. So let's see which archangel is coming through. And we have Archangel Samuel again, and we have Cherish. So Archangel Samuel is very, very strong through all of these eclipses. He's come out 3 times now, and here he is again. And with Cherish and this, you know, third house energy, understanding, learning, and communication. This is also about us coming into a place of deeper appreciation and gratitude about our place in the universe, our life, the connections in our life, the angels who watch over us and love us, as well as people coming into greater appreciation for you and who you are and what you bring and all of these wonderful things. So this full moon, even though, you know, it's like third house, it's more about the mind and communication and learning and understanding. I do feel a sense of like bonding and connection and closeness with this. So let's see here. We have angel warriors. Angels oversee your life and protect you. Yes. Oh, yeah, the gratitude, the appreciation, something around this particular eclipse, you're going to know the angels have been with you and have been on your side, and you're just going to be overwhelmed with emotion and gratitude. Man, this eclipse feels so good. I'm excited for this. Okay, next out is don't take anything for granted. Yes, do you see that? Do you see that? Archangel Samuel coming in strong. It's all about love and appreciation and like knowing it in the mental body, in the subconscious, feeling it in the heart and the soul. It's time for communication, expression, forgiveness, healing, mending. But I keep going back to like this deep understanding and like the next step of learning and evolving, and a lot of conversation, truths being spoken and shared from a gentle, tender place, and it's communication that's logical rather than emotional with Gemini energy. However, it's like the Gemini twins are this temperance where the mental body is perfectly balanced. The emotional body is perfectly balanced. They're in harmony. This beautiful dance and sway flowing out, like swirling into like one energy. And it's just, it's so good. I'm looking forward to this one. Okay, what do we have? The Seven of Dragonflies. Not surprised to see this. It would be the Seven of Cups, and that's that dreamy fantasy energy coming through. And I just feel like some things that we never expected are about to take place, like dreaming about the positive imaginings coming into fruition, or the discussion of them, just beautiful thoughts that somebody's had about you and all you do, and the beautiful thoughts and feelings you have about another person and all they do, the admiration. Oh, just feels so lovey-dovey. All right, we have animals. It says animals are important to you. Animals heal, comfort, and relax you. This could be about animals specifically, but oftentimes with the angels and these cards, this to me just feels more about the energy that's at hand with these communications, this connection, this understanding. I've learned, I've grown, and this is it. This is how you're feeling with each other. You are connecting in that pure space of the animal, like, cats, dogs, birds, all of them, the purity, the essence of what they are. Like, that's where we're all vibing with each other. Oh, it's beautiful. This one's my favorite of all the eclipses, just saying. So, because this is attached to a new moon that's taking place this year, just like that Cancer new moon, really pay attention and so positive. Oh, I'm sorry. Why am I calling this a freaking new moon? Oh, I keep getting, sorry. Because this is a full moon, so this is the manifestation of the new moon energy in May. And since we have both of this taking place in 2020, in May, around the Gemini new moon, be very conscientious and thoughtful of, the seeds that you want to grow, all the things you want to learn for the rest of 2020, and the truths that you want to hear from others and the truths that you want to speak to others. Sow those seeds in May with the Gemini new moon energy, and then by this Gemini full moon eclipse at the end of November, like the full manifestation of all of that comes through. So, that is so positive. But we have one whopper of a way to wrap up this year. I mean, we do have that Cancer full moon as well, 2 Cancer full moons in 2020, leap year as well, with 6 eclipses. It's gonna be crazy. Anyways, we have a new moon in Sagittarius on December 14th, and this is a total solar eclipse, and this is going to be connected to the Sagittarius full moon lunar eclipse that takes place on May 26th of 2021. So this new moon eclipse on the 14th of December 2020, it's a time to sow those intentions, those seeds of what you want. Remember, Sagittarius is that 9th house energy which is all about higher learning, higher spirituality, deep healing, and soul expression. Sow your seeds of intention attached to those energies and how you want that to play out in your life personally, and work towards that. And the full manifestation of those energies comes forth with that Sagittarius full moon lunar eclipse on May 26, 2021. So see, Sagittarius, you got eclipses going this year and next year. That's why you guys are going to be like, oh my gosh, so much is changing. Anyways, we have, since 2020 is all about twos, second chances, and things coming together, I find it interesting that this last eclipse's date, 12/14/2020, reduces to a 3. The eclipse allows us to go to the next level, the next big step in advancing ourselves or our lives. Version 3.0 of you. The 5/26/21 Sagittarius full moon eclipse is the timing in which this process is fully complete and all changes are solidified. So this is truly moving you into the next version of yourself. It starts with the Sagittarius new moon, total solar eclipse on the 14th of December, and the completion of that comes in 2020 in May with the Sagittarius lunar eclipse full moon that's taking place. And then also, you know, we have some shifting with your home and family or karma resolution or your connections in your life with all of this Cancer energy, the full moon eclipse at the beginning of the year, and then the new moon eclipse in the middle of the year, and then the full moon in Cancer at the last, well, December 30th, no eclipse attached to that. But whoo, you got a lot going on in 4th house and 9th house, everybody. And, you know, Cancer, suns and moons, my goodness, you guys are going to go through a lot of changes and a lot of transformation, the biggest. And you know what? I am a Sagittarius moon. I just realized that, like, I know that naturally, but I'm like, hey, I'm a Sagittarius moon. No, because I'll tell you what, guys, the last time all these eclipses were moving through Sagittarius, my life definitely completely changed and turned around. So I know how powerful these eclipses can be. All right, the Archangel, and look at that. Look at that, Metatron coming through with this last eclipse. He is a powerful archangel for spirituality, for your psychic gifts, your spiritual gifts, going through trials, tribulations. He is really pulling you to the next level, evolving that soul, going to 3.0, version 3.0 of you. Ooh, it's so strong. And adoration, this means you are growing by leaps and bounds this year. And the energy, the intentions you sow with this new moon eclipse on the 14th, oh my gosh, by May of 2021, holy cow is all I gotta say. This is a time, like, use these eclipses. I'm telling you, call upon Archangel Metatron for the biggest moves you want to make in your life, especially attached to your spirituality, and just watch what happens. My goodness. All right. Let's pull the next card, and we have distractions. Control your thoughts and actions to help you stay focused. And this is Metatron saying that whatever this is that you're trying to achieve, the intention that you're sowing with that Sagittarius new moon total solar eclipse, don't let anything get in the way or stop you between then and May 26, 2021, because I just feel like this is major achievement and accomplishment for everybody. We're moving into like this 3.0 version of ourselves, and then there's like this next big step of that coming in May of 2021. And again, this energy is available for everybody, but it's up to each and every person to take the advice and follow it through, and, you know, call upon the archangels in the moments that you feel low and weary or confused or in the darkness. They will come in. They will give you the answers that you seek. All right, next we have you hold in your heart a space to be filled. See, something beautiful and major coming from this Sagittarius eclipse taking place from December 14th, 2020, all the way to May 26th, 2021. Last eclipse of 2020, and it's powerful. And, you know, anything that you lose or that shifts out of your experience through these eclipses, it was to create the space for this major thing that's coming in to your world, to your reality. And I know, like, we want everything right away, but life is a process, and you know, the timing is shifting. But anything that you lose through these eclipses, I'm telling you, it's creating the space, well, for what's coming, but also for you to transform into version 3.0. All right, next out is the Knight of Bees, which would be the Knight of Swords in a standard tarot deck. And this is major truths. Like, Archangel Metatron is saying, you want the truth about yourself, about somebody, about a situation, about your potential, I will show it to you 100. And the bees are spiritual, so this has a lot to do with your spiritual growth and evolution. And the archangel is just pushing you to that next level. Like, they're so strong, like, coming in, but it's up to us to do the work and to reach it and achieve it for ourselves. But Archangel Metatron is like, I will show you the truth in any capacity that you need to see to help you get you to where you need to go. But you have to have the openness, the willingness, and the acceptance for whatever truth I bring, and trust that anything that must be purged and let go of is only creating the space for what it is that you're truly asking for. Surrender the how, surrender the people, surrender all of that, and just trust the process and move forward. Never stop, like, one foot after another, and let nothing deter you, no matter what, because it's all like aligning for what you're truly asking for. Archangel Metatron wants you to know that. Okay, so goals, that's the advice. Love it. It's time for you to take your goals off the back burner, go after them. So this last eclipse of the year, new moon energy, powerful to sow those seeds of intention for what you want to take place in 2021. And it's going to happen. Version 3.0 of you. And I will, you know, do your own zodiac sign readings for each one of these eclipses as they unfold throughout the year. But this is just to give you a perspective, a highlight of how you can utilize these, and you know what these eclipses are meant for. And you know, check out those links of those articles. Also check out the link for the solar eclipse calendar, just so that you can see, maybe set reminders in your phone so you know what's coming up. But anyways, those are the messages for the 2020 eclipses. I am wishing you guys all the best. Take care.